episode 1, which was transmitted, broadcasted, 45 years ago last month. And in my opinion, the enduring appeal of Star Trek, now for nearly half a century, is not the technology. It's not the transporters and the tricorders and the warp drive engines, although those are seriously cool. And any ARRL official who has to travel very much and doesn't claim to want a transporter is not claiming to. But that's not why Star Trek continues to speak to us 50 years almost after the first broadcast. The enduring appeal, in my opinion, is what we see when we see a shot of the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. We see white people. We see black people. We see Asian people. We see a blind guy. We see people with very, very complicated backgrounds. We see a woman who's half Betazoid. We see a Klingon who's raised by humans. We see a dude with weird eyebrows and pointy ears who's half Vulcan. And we see a wonderful android with a positronic brain who, like Pinocchio, yearns to be one of us. He wants to be a real human being. These complicated characters live and work together in an era that's gotten beyond the kinds of conflicts and hatreds that rip us apart and cause so much pain and violence and suffering today. We look at the people, and I use the term usually people, on the bridge of the Enterprise, and we think, what if? And we look at them and we think, if only. That's the enduring appeal there. If old Hiram and I could get in our time machines and meet for coffee at some cosmic Starbucks someplace out there in the space-time vortex, we would talk about technology. Of course we would. We're radio heads. We talk about how the technology has changed between his day and mine. But I think very soon we would start talking about the parts of amateur radio that have not changed in 100 years, and that will not change if amateur radio lasts 1,000 years. We talk about the excitement and the fun of inventing and learning and experimenting and operating amateur radio. We would talk about the friendships that we've made in our own hometowns and all around the world. You know, we radio amateurs are not quite up to promoting interplanetary goodwill yet, but look at all we've done to foster friendship on our own little planet. You have to start where you are. We would also talk about the deep sense of satisfaction that comes from helping other people when disasters happen. Those are the things that bind amateur radio